guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Designed by Deshe, and as always, I am Audrey Deshe, and I am not going to lie guys, I am so excited to share this with you. I think this might be one of my favorite little projects so far, so let's get into it. I am using some of this canopy draping. I have 3 of them. One was black, the other 2 were gray. I actually only ended up using 1 black and 1 gray for this project, and the 3rd one I ended up repurposing for a Halloween centerpiece. The link for that video is in the description box if you are curious, but we are working on this witch's hat, so I am just kind of looping the canopy draping around, and then I'm going to start twisting it from there. Because they only had the 1 black one and I had to get a gray one as well, I'm going to be alternating the panels. I'm covering this top triangle in black, and then I'm just going to kind of zigzag down to the 3rd panel. I will also be wrapping that pretty thickly in black. I was really impressed with the coverage here. One pack was able to cover all of this solidly, and that was really great. So I, again, did not end up needing the 3rd one. As I'm coming to the end of the black canopy draping right now, I decided I wanted to leave a couple of loose fringe pieces out. You know, this is spooky, this is a witch's hat, and the canopy draping is already lending to this kind of weathered, tattered, kind of ragged look, so I thought leaving a couple of loose pieces would match that overall vibe. I'm now layering in the gray with the exact same method that I used for the black. I'm just going to do that first panel in a pretty thick layer, and then I'm going to zigzag it in the back so that it's not showing, and then I'm going to finish off this bottom panel. Again, this coverage was pretty impressive for just 1 pack, and I was able to kind of finagle that. There were, you know, it was kind of thin at the bottom, but that itself isn't going to matter because I will be filling out the rest of the hat with poofs that I made. And here is the first one. Now I'm going to show you guys exactly how I built it, and then we're going to continue on until we fill it all up. As you can see, I have taken orange mesh, purple mesh, a see-through orange ribbon, and a see-through green ribbon that have a pretty pattern on them. I also found purple tubing, and then in place of pipe cleaners, I found these chenille stems, which are basically the same thing. And the pack that I found came 45 to a pack, and they contained purple, blue, orange, green, and yellow. So to match my color scheme, I will be using the green, the orange, and the purple. That way they blend in. I also found 1 pack of this black sparkly ribbon that I really loved, so I'm going to be using that sparingly. And to do so, I'm just cutting those pieces, I'm layering them all on top of each other, kind of like a bow, you know, just pointing in different directions. And then I'm taking the purple tubing. When this is done, I'm going to fold it into a loop on some, and then on others, I'm just going to cut it a little long and leave it straight so that there's purple tubing popping out of the top and the bottom. I'm just going to intermix that, just, you know, for a different vibe, but I just want the purple tubing to kind of be sticking out of all of the other ribbon. And once I have everything kind of placed together, that's when I'm going to take one of the chenille stems, and then I'm going to twist everything together really tightly. And then I will also be using that same stem to attach it to the witch's hat brim. So I know I kind of just said a lot, but hopefully, you know, you're following along on screen and it will be very clear. So that is what the poof looks like fully assembled, and like I said, we are now going to take that same chenille stem and use it to tightly twist it to the brim of the witch's hat. When that's done, I'm going to just continue that exact same process until I have the brim filled up. It's that simple, guys, so let's see how it turns out. Alright guys, now that you're pretty familiar with the process, I am going to speed through the rest of this because I have some decorating to do once these poofs are done, so I will see you guys on the other side. We're about 20 poofs in and we are done for the most part. What you see me doing now is just going through with some additional tubing because I did have a bit left over. I used one roll of everything to complete this, and I actually have a bit more of the orange and purple mesh left. I did run out of that ribbon, but right on the last poof. So I just went through with the tubing, added a bit more of that because I love the way that those loops look, and now we are getting into decorating. I found this super cute Halloween ribbon. Again, everything that you're going to see me use here did come from the Dollar Tree, so there were only 2 left whenever I got to mine, and my other one didn't have any. So if you can still find this ribbon around, you should get it because it's adorable and it's great for a lot of projects. I used it here for a ribbon embellishment on my witch's hat. So I'm just using my hot glue gun to secure that. And you'll see I'm going to start with my fingers, but it is getting a little hot even through the ribbon. So I did use some additional cardboard to just kind of help press that down into place. Here's where I mentioned it was starting to burn a little, and I actually ended up using an empty ribbon roll, and hey, it came in handy. Roll baby roll. To avoid getting burnt fingers, I will use a multitude of things. I'm sure, some of you know exactly where I'm coming from. Now I'm just going to go along the front edges with my hot glue gun to make sure that everything is secure, and then I'm going to start adding some spooky embellishments. While I'm doing that, I know you guys know I'm going to ask you, have you liked and subscribed to my channel yet? If you haven't, come on guys, what are you doing? I have so many new things coming out and I don't want you to miss them. We are just touching Halloween. I have a lot more of that coming. We're not even getting into Christmas, and we're not even talking about the furniture flips. So go ahead, hit that thumbs up, and then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss anything. I have so much to share and I want you guys to see it, and your support is everything to me. So, go ahead and give your girl a follow. Like I said, I'm now just going through adding some of these little, spooky accessories that I had. There were a lot of cute things at the Dollar Tree this time around. So I got some eyeballs, I got some little jack-o'-lanterns, I got this cute orange bow with the little tiny skull in it, which I think is adorable. I'm just kind of playing around seeing what works and what doesn't. Right now I have a black flower at the top of the hat, but that will be switched out here shortly for a purple one, which you're about to see is actually fitting the vibe a lot more. I think the entire aesthetic is changed and a bit girlier with the purple. I added some glitter stems around, and here is what I have at the moment. It's super cute, super spooky, and then I went and put it on the door. Once I had it up, for me, it seemed a bit too busy with all of the accessories, so I removed the eyeballs, and I ended up liking it a lot more that way. My boyfriend likes it with the eyeballs, so maybe you guys can help break that tie for us and tell me which version you liked better in the comments. I'm so happy I waited 2 years to make this, and now it is proudly displayed on my door. I hope you guys loved it as much as I loved sharing it with you, and I will definitely see you guys on the next project.